Hi there, welcome back to Tyranny. It's Farmer's Day and we are, collecting the seeds that we have sown or whatever. I mean, we have been attacked by Tyranny, we have been attacked by Bleeding Mark. And this is what rests of them. Bleeding Mark. What did he have? The rule of law. The binding of shadows. Very strange. Let's see what that is. What did they have? Two-handed, the rule of law. A magic staff. Immunity to blinded and 10% more will defense. Oh no, that was Tunon's. Tunon's gavel is heavier than it looks. The educator must have been strong to hold it suspended above the ground for so many years. Rule of law was an extension of Tunon's will. He brought this weapon to bear in the deliverance of Kyros' judgment. Some of its power seems to have departed along with the educator, but it remains a steadfast and intimidating weapon. Very impressive. And very good. Give that to Lantry. Now you can rule the law. The face of judgment. What is that? Renowned tier 0. What? Archon's judgment. Let's have a look. It's an artifact. An artifact with a face. When critically hit, foe gets corrode damage. Render judgment. Judge an enemy, freezing them in a solid block of ice. That's the artifact ability. While in this state they are unable to take any actions. These effects scale with the face of judgment's renown. Ooh. And there's something else is unlocked. This mask of stern and unforgiving iron was previously worn by Tunon the Educator as a symbol of impartiality. Even before he assumed his mantle of Archon and Lawbringer, Tunon's obsession with fair procedure extended to his face, which he did not trust to audience a trial without expressing some unintended bias. This mask replaced a previous variation made of wood and was assigned to Tunon when he became the Archon of Justice. In keeping with Tunon's severity, this mask is extremely uncomfortable. How he wore this for uninterrupted centuries is a mystery. His mask is nothing if not an extension of one of his core philosophies, that everyone should feel protected under Kyros' law, but no one should feel safe. The face of judgment. What is that? Let's give it to Jacob as a judge. Then just a Chalcadone. And this, the Binding of Shadows. Another artifact. What? Minus 10% all damage taken it gives you. Heavy armor. Heavy armor and masterwork. Shift into a shadow version of yourself. While in this form, deal bonus arcane damage with each attack and gain bonus damage reduction. These effects scale with Binding of Shadows renown. This bracer, once worn by Bleeding Mark, is made of an unfamiliar substance. Part velvet soft darkness and part hardened insect chitin. That's the thing from Bleeding Mark. It is said that the darkness is more oppressive when an Archon of Shadows walks the face of Tyranny. The magic stemming from his power draws on the substance of shadows with an air of welcome and invitation, treating the dark less as something more than an arcane force. As such, a bracer that allows the wearer to embody their darker self has overtones of danger and risk. Just looking at it too closely causes your vision to swim and sends a wave of nausea rolling through your gut. Creepy things for Jacob. Ho ho ho. Creepy things. Let's see. I think we should wear this. Definitely.
I'll just hold on to this.
Then we have the Binding of Shadows. Should be better too. is that, yeah, that's heavy armor too. Look how we look. Really look crazy now. We look definitely pretty crazy. The rule of law. Blindside and wise. Yeah, I mean... a DPS alone, right? Oh... I don't know. I don't know. Dauntless is pretty great, I think. Oh, wait. Need to talk about Lantry, the Staff of Hours. Yeah, well... that can... I think I want to keep the Staff of Hours for him. I think that's pretty great. Still. Ash's Finery. Yeah. I think it's better than Titan's Knuckle. Is that true? Or it is... no, or it is worse. That's crazy. Well then. So. Yeah, let's proceed. So, before we go to Graven Ashe, I think we'll rest here. Or we'll rest in one of our spires, rather. So... I want to travel to the Ocean Spire. That's first. And once we're there, we're gonna rest. Because I think Graven Ashe will attack us too. I have that kind of... I have that feeling, you know. So give me a rest. Give me a rest. We have rested in our spire, and let's see, can we get some more supplies from the alchemist? What have you made for me? What can I do here? Alright, it's okay. We will venture forth to Iron Hearth. To Graven Ashe. We will seek out... yeah, whatever is coming our way, right? I think it's strange that we haven't gotten anything much better from Tunon. And the previous equipment, too. We would have expected him to have the best weapons, but actually it doesn't work that way, probably. So now... Graven Ashe. Why does it have to come to this? Old man at the bar. It's Judge's Day, and we are the law. And where's Graven? Here's Graven. I had expected you to talk. They say the educator has fallen. Brother Tunon and I were not what you'd call fast friends, but I respected his adherence to order. Someone will have to fill the considerable void left in his wake. If indeed Tunon's headsman has been dispatched, then I am spared a nightmare plagued by shadows. No one will mourn his passing.
I see no fresh blood on your armor, but I sense that something has happened. Where once many congregated, there is now an absence. That can mean only one thing. The voices of Narat is no more. Can this be true?
Before he can go on, Ash's shoulders tremble and he clutches one arm to repress the shaking. He squeezes his eyes shut, only opening them again once his composure is restored. Are you well, Archon?
Well enough, damn you! Oh. Forgive me, Fatebinder.
His eyes widen as he realizes the magnitude of his outburst. He drags his hand across his mouth to clean away a line of spittle.
Suffice to say, this war has taken its toll on me, as have all the battles of centuries past. I have lost more friends and countrymen than any sane general could be expected to endure.
His grimace falls as he lacks the strength to maintain it.
I take each death personally, you understand. Down to the rank and file of my stone shields, the harm inflicted upon my northern sons and daughters. At times it seems visited upon me as well. But never mind an old man's ruminations. You have a report to make, and I am anxious to hear it.
He makes an effort to stand tall, but you know it's a facade that cloaks his waning strength. His eyes twitch as he recognizes your scrutiny. As well as you know anything, one fact is clear. Ashe is in pain. I destroyed the Archon of Secrets.
At last, the Scarlet Chorus are undone. We can properly conduct this war and subjugate the Tears as Kyros intended. That I can see this day, while the voices of Narat grows cold. He would never forget this indignity.
Oh yes. No, we're not talking about this. We can also share the realm. We're just taking these towers. You can have the rest. How do you plan to do that?
Considering how much you've managed to subdue the disorder of the Tears, finalizing our conquest in Kyros' name should be little more than tidying up pockets of discontent. We could have the entire realm subdued under the laws and customs we hold dear within the next span.
Very nice, Graven. Will someone claim the Archon's vacant title?
In time, yes. No doubt they will have to be as treacherous as he was, though I cannot imagine their power will resemble his. For all his multitudes, the voices of Narat was a singular being. Nothing like him has ever existed, or likely will again.
Oh my, we have to talk about something, it seems. Still have to settle the matter of Kyros' decree. Only one Archon may rule the Tears.
Yes. I thought we would come to this. I had hoped to avoid the confrontation. Your service to my army has been exemplary, and I hate to lose a friend on the eve of victory. I knew you as Tunon's pupil, but now you are an Archon, and so much more. I would see you continue in your service to Kyros, but as my ally rather than my enemy.
True words, true words.
Bow in allegiance to me, and Kyros will be appeased. We can govern this lawless land together, and invite the savages into civilized custom.
Oh, we cannot bow fealty to him. I mean, that's what we would do as, like... Can we not simply part ways? No, we don't want to do that. Tears aren't as savage as you think. Well, they are. That's what we think. I haven't come this far to bend the knee. It seems we have to do this.
I was afraid this would be your temperament, and it saddens me. Power should have humbled you, but it has made you vain. What do you propose, then? Will we fight to the death needlessly, or will you reconsider my offer?
There is another way. You can bow to me.
A proposal as insulting as it is laughable. You are an Archon in your infancy, unproven, untested, and unprepared for the trials of leadership.
Ashe squeezes his fists together. Well, we will not attack him. Submit. I have proven myself the true general, and your army is mine to command. I think we didn't want to do this, but the game makes us. So... Yours! By what possible right, by what mad ambition do you challenge my The strength behind his words falters, and Ashe goes silent. His brow creases, and the severity of his expression diminishes as he looks to the soldiers around you. The countrymen he proudly marched into war. He studies them each in turn, nodding as some unspoken truth is confirmed. Well, we'll appeal to the family man. Look at your troops, Ashe. You are their father. But I am their commander.
I am not ignorant to the wisdom of your words. They pierce me like a lance through my heart, but there is truth. This conquest has opened old wounds. At times, I have not acted like the leader that my army deserved. I was an accomplished warlord in the earliest days of the Empire. There was no fortress I couldn't breach, no distance I couldn't march. But the years have reduced me. I care too deeply for my legion to see them suffer. I lost nearly everyone for whom I cared, and suffered for those I sought to protect. I would not wish this for anyone. I submit to your authority as Archon and Master of the Disfavored. Where you lead, I go. Where you command, I follow.
Whoa, there's nothing really good we can say here. Nothing really that makes us respect him, but we'll take the first choice. It at least sounds that way. A wise choice. The disfavored will see their honor restored under my rule. It's Judgment Day. Fatebinder, you have proven yourself a truer general than I ever was. I relinquish my hold over these women and men and place them in your keeping. He sighs and stands at ease. I ask only that you be good to them. They are far from home and deserve treatment and leadership befitting their noble blood. I submit to you. As your Archon, I will obey your laws, carry out your orders, and protect whatever way of life you see fit to impose on the tiers and beyond. You carry a heavy burden now. It is no small task to lead a legion. Their lives and their deaths are yours to bear. He winces and sniffs back a tear. At times, the strain was too much, even for the likes of me. Devotion claims a heavy toll, and over the years it wore me down until... He trails off, focusing on some point in the distance. Are you all right, Ashe? Fine, fine. Ignore an old man's wandering mind. You are young yet, with a world laid out before you. Your soldiers will look to you for guidance. You must be ready to take on any challenge on their behalf. Lead by example. Lead with the iron fist of the disfavored. So what will we do? Yeah, let's go for some of his words. For the North. The time has come to bring glory and triumph to this conquest. Go now and bring order to what remains of the Tears. I will stay behind with the army, training and preparing to carry out your will. I can hardly believe it. You are the great general now. I will adore Ashe to my dying day, but I never expected to see him bend the knee. Rig nods at you with great respect. A gang of your very own to order around? That's damn impressive, even if you consider they're a bunch of ironclad northern crybabies. Give me a fortnight and I'll whip them into shape. I received word before you arrived. Though the other Archons are vanquished, Kyros sends another army to march on the Tears. They make for the mountain spire and chant for your blood. It seems that the Overlord will not tolerate competition. What are your orders? Well, we'll ask you. You have experience. What would you recommend? Nothing less than a demonstration of power will halt the Overlord's advance. I suggest you find a means of flaunting your authority that will send a clear message. An edict on the Northern Empire should do the trick. Upon the North itself, I like this idea not at all, but I cannot deny that it is the right course of action. Do whatever you must to repel this advance. Go now to Vendrian's Well. Let's go to Vendrian's Well. While they're cheering us on. Oh, but let's get some supplies. Let's get some supplies. Hey there, Cephalos, old man. We're now your great general. You have a way with words if you can convince Tunon to have another Archon executed. Osmia. I am honored to serve under you, General Fatebinder and Archon. All titles you have earned without question. You bring glory to the disfavored. There's something I can do for you, General. Well, I'll be on my way. I wanted to buy something at Cephalos, but seems like that is no longer possible. Now that we're General, we cannot give them money anymore. As Great General, we go forward to Vendrian's Well. Yeah, it ends where it began, right? It's crazy. So. The mountain spire. Wow. And we're there. It's really dramatic right now. It's going top over the top over the top. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Tyranny is such a highly dramatic game. It is so emotional, and I think it's like a thriller. Everywhere there's danger, there's treachery, there is something Something dangerous. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll issue the edict on the Northern Empire. Happy gaming to you. See you in the next episode of Tyranny.